Spencer Rattler. What a guy. I'll leave it at that for now. If you clicked on this video, I'm going to assume you know what's going on. I understand some people might not be up to date, so let me explain this real fast and briefly. Heading into his third year at Oklahoma, which is his current year, he was projected to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft and also win the Heisman. Oh yeah guys, real quick, before we get into this video, this isn't primarily a football channel. However, if you guys enjoy the content, you continue to show support. I do want to make more football videos. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's continue on. It's really, and I mean really hard to even fathom the thought that now this guy who was projected to be this highly touted NFL prospect, he was supposed to win the Heisman, is now more than likely going to be the backup the rest of the year. In his first 5 to 6 games for Oklahoma this season, it hasn't been terrible by any means. If you're an Oklahoma fan, I think you can vouch for me on this. It's been disappointing. When you watch him play, you can clearly see the flashes of greatness here and there. That's the problem. It's only here and there. It's not all the time. However, with that being said, when you watch him play also, you get this strange feeling, at least for me, it's missing something. And what's it? I'm talking about the Oklahoma offense. The most frustrating part about his game, I can't take credit for this, I saw it in my comment section about a video I made on him a couple of days ago, is this person said, Spencer Rattler keeps making these same mistakes over and over. I couldn't have said it more perfectly. They also added, struggles reading the defenses, leaves a perfectly good pocket too soon, holds the ball too long, etc. I don't know if I've ever given a comment a shout out on my channel. I'm gonna do it here. Jim Morris, you nailed it on the dot. It was perfect what you said. There was a lot of great comments on that video. A lot of you guys were right. I can't throw in everyone. I wanted to talk about that one. If you want me to be completely honest, I can make a 30-minute video talking about why Spencer Rattler isn't getting it done at Oklahoma. There's so many reasons. That's why Jim Morris said etc. at the end. He could have kept going. I'm going to draw the line here. Plain and simple, Rattler, he can't get it done. That's all we need to say. The main topic of this video isn't me raving and ranting about Rattler. We're here to talk about how he responded. Yes, he's officially responded to being benched. Oklahoma fans, they're not too happy about it online. I didn't touch on this in the video I made a couple of days ago. I'm not too sure why. If you want to check it out, you can. It's basically the rise and fall of Spencer Rattler. Before we get into what Spencer has said to make some fans mad, I want to talk about this. This is actually primarily a basketball channel. I've only made about 8 to 9 football videos in my entire YouTube career. Even though I don't talk about college football or football in general too much on this channel, it's something I really enjoy watching and talking about in general. Just because I'm not a football channel, it doesn't mean I don't watch it. College football is my favorite sport to watch out of anything. NFL, major leagues, or the college level, college football is #1 for me. I absolutely love it. I watch a lot of it. I'm always up to date on the news. So if you're wondering why out of the random I'm posting football videos, now you can understand. As long as you guys enjoy the video, show support, I'm going to be posting more college football content. I also feel like there's a big college football community. There's also not a lot of college football content creators. Therefore, I'm going to step into this audience. I said all that so I could give you more of a perspective of what type of college football fan or viewer I am. One thing I've noticed with Oklahoma for the past 5 to 6 years with Lincoln Riley is they thrive when they have a dual threat quarterback. Having that ability to throw the deep ball but also keep the defense honest, extend plays, etc., etc., it is what makes Oklahoma quarterbacks Oklahoma quarterbacks. Look at Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, even now Caleb Williams. What makes them so hard to stop is their dual threat ability. In the first half when Rattler was playing quarterback against Texas, they had him on locks. He wasn't scrambling or doing anything like that at all. Fast forward in time to the second half, when you got Caleb Williams in there, it's a different threat. I want to make this clear. Just because you are a quote-unquote dual threat quarterback like Caleb doesn't always mean you have to rush for 150 yards. As long as you're keeping the defense honest, that's what's going to open up every other aspect of your team's offense. Caleb Williams did that in the game against Texas. Ultimately, that's why they won. Now with all of that being said, let's get into this sticky Rattler situation. During the Oklahoma and Texas game, after Caleb Williams, who was the backup quarterback who replaced him, scored a touchdown, Rattler was the only player who didn't congratulate him on the sideline. I'm not going to defend Rattler on this, however, as a former athlete, it's almost a bittersweet feeling. If you played sports, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's cool to see your team score, you want to see your team succeed. At the same time, you're literally watching a guy take your career away from you in the exact moment. Despite how you feel about it, you still gotta tuck your pride aside and congratulate Caleb. He needs your support. You can be mad and upset your bench, you just can't show it like the way he did on the sidelines. I'm gonna throw this video clip up on the screen right now. This explains it all. You can see the shock in his eyes. He's seeing his job getting taken away from him. I'm not going to call him a terrible teammate like most people do. Who am I to say that? I'm not around him every day. I'll leave that up to you guys in the comments section. When the game was all said and done, everybody on Twitter, they was exploding. You got the memes talking about where he's going to transfer, his draft stock's going down, this and that. You get the gist of things. Yesterday, we was in for a surprise though. Spencer tweeted out, "Huge team win yesterday. Proud of all my brothers, 6-0. That's the first thing he said since he got benched. I didn't think too much about it. When I checked the comments, yeah, it was bad. I'm not a person who easily gets brainwashed. I can see through bullcrap. When I read that tweet, I thought it was bullcrap. It was simply a cover-up for him to portray himself as this hero on social media. When I went to the comments section, it turns out people were agreeing with me. Right here, this person said, "Dog didn't even support his team on the field, but he'll tweet about it to gain a positive perception, and you call him a leader. LOL." Whoever tweeted that thought they were being funny or trolling. I don't see any jokes. He's 100% right. There was also some speculation going around how he went to the locker room early. That wasn't the case. I did see a video of him shaking hands and celebrating with his team. In social media in general, you got people who they don't think for themselves. They follow the crowd. Right now, it's popular to hate on Spencer. It is what it is. For me though, whenever I make a video or talk about a situation, I try to keep an open mind. I understand there's two sides to every story. I'm always going to try to give the player or whoever I'm talking about the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying he's a terrible teammate. I'm going to leave that up to you. All I'm saying is, I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. Let's take a look at this comment. Quote unquote, "Man, I can't even imagine the disappointment of wanting nothing more than to lead your team to victory just to be booed, insulted, and benched. Ignore the vocal minority. You've got a bright future and a world of talent." I love that comment. It's great. You got to understand Rattler, whether you hate him, dislike him, like him, or anything, he's a human being too. I hate to say this, I really do. The way he acted in high school on that Netflix show, his cockiness, his ego, he brought this hate upon himself. As cocky as he was, as big as the ego he had, he knew himself if he didn't live up to the expectations, the entire world or the fan base was going to hate on him. Yeah, I see the whole argument of, oh, he's trying his best, he's getting booed, blah, 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 blah. At the same time, that's your own fan base that is booing you. If your own fan base, your own student section is booing you, that says a lot about your character. Let me emphasize this again. Keep in the back of your mind, his own fan base is booing him, not the opposing team. I think that needs to get talked about a little bit more. That must mean something is going on around that campus where people literally despise you. Oklahoma fans, please inform me in the comment section if you go on campus with this guy. Do people in general just despise him? I don't know. I would understand it more if he was going out there throwing 4 to 5 interceptions per game. Yes, you have full right to boo him. Where it's odd for me is anytime he throws one bad pass, I'm talking about in the first 2 to 3 games, or he has one interception, he already starts getting booed. You know what I think it is? I believe it's a combination of 1, they thought he was going to be way better than what he was, and 2, they didn't like his ego coming into college. For Oklahoma fans, I'm not going to say they were wrong for booing him. Here's why. Oklahoma fans knew, and personally I knew, they had to have a better option for a backup quarterback. I've never seen their offense look this terrible as they have this year before the Texas game, prior to Caleb coming in. It wasn't necessarily they were booing Rattler. I think they were only booing to show the coach they want to see the backup quarterback go in there and give it a shot. Maybe he could show a spark plug they needed. It turns out, what do you know, the backup quarterback was the spark they needed. It goes without a doubt in my mind, Caleb Williams should be the starter. I don't know if he'll be named the starter. I guess we'll have to wait and see. If I'm Rattler, I wouldn't want to stick it out there anyways. If my fans don't appreciate me, every time I do something wrong they boo me, I'd leave the program. Put yourself in his shoes, in his position. It's got to be mentally taxing to know if you mess up one time in the first quarter, you're going to get booed and you're also going to get, quote unquote, we want Caleb Williams chance. If you don't think it's getting to him, I'll leave you at this. He's turned off his comments on Instagram. Obviously, he hears the hate, he knows what's going on. It doesn't get much worse than you tweeting out something simple as, great team win yesterday, proud to be 6-0, and your fans are still coming for your neck. My dude straight up can't catch a break. It's almost unfortunate. It's different from when Baker Mayfield was at Oklahoma. You see, Oklahoma fans, they love Baker Mayfield. The only people that hated him was the teams that played against him. I have seen this comparison going around of people trying to say it's similar to when Alabama had Tua and Jalen Hurts and Clemson had Trevor Lawrence and who was the backup? It was Kelly Bryant, right? Yeah. Trevor Lawrence and Kelly Bryant at Clemson. For both of those teams, Clemson and Alabama, they did bench Jalen Hurts and Kelly Bryant for the better overall player, Trevor Lawrence and Tua Tagovailoa. Throw that comparison out the window. There's no comparison with those two situations and what's currently going on at Oklahoma. The fan bases at Clemson and Alabama, they didn't hate their quarterback. Sadly, there was a more talented player sitting behind a starter. At Oklahoma, the fan base hated Spencer Rattler, and there was also a better player sitting behind him. It was a double negative. As to what's going to happen next, who the heck knows? If anything, he could maybe start this Saturday. I don't see that happening. If it doesn't start, he may enter the transfer portal. He also may opt out this season to get ready for the NFL draft. I don't know why he would enter the NFL draft if you can't perform at the college level. I don't know why you would think that NFL teams think you could perform at the NFL level. I guess we shall wait, we shall see. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. But with all that being said, it's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family. Hit that subscribe button. And leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.